Adversity, this is one of the advantages that it can provide. You don't know what's in you until sometimes life's difficulties come your way. I came up with this illustration. See these tubes here? I bought these yesterday, and I covered them with this because how do you know what's in these tubes? Well, you can't know until what? Till you squeeze it. And sometimes you'll never know what's in you till you get squeezed a bit. It's life's difficult. See, sometimes things happen to people and say, oh, I don't know where that came from. Because they outburst in anger. They handle things really adversely. Oh, that's so unlike me. Jesus said out of your heart comes envies and jealousies. There's stuff that's in us that we never claimed to be in us. And sometimes adversity can be one of the best blessings to us is because you learn what you really need to deal with if you're willing to. Because why? God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. You see, I squeeze this. Guess sweet. That's cake frosting. Because some people, I've watched some people, they go through adversity and it doesn't move them. They count all things joy. They recognize that there are situations in life that they realize no matter what I'm going through right now, this is not the end of the story. This is just another opportunity for God to be glorified in my life. And they're the sweetest, kindest, most sincere people. And those are the people that's like, man, that is attractive. Because you see, people come into Christianity and they sometimes have false expectations. And they didn't get it reading the Bible. People walk in and they're like, oh, now that I believe in Jesus, I'll never have any trouble in my life. I'm like, excuse me? Where did you get that from? Okay? Jesus said, in the world you will have trouble, but fear not, I've overcome the world. And the reality of you have two choices. You can either go through trouble with Jesus or you can go through it on your own. That's your choice. Okay? I just believe this. Following Jesus makes life better, and following Jesus makes you better at life. But some people, adversity comes in your life, and what's in this tube? It comes out, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's hot pepper sauce. Why did I do that again? I didn't. And kind of sends your, and that's some of you. Life comes your way, and all of a sudden you outburst in anger. You're angry at everybody. You're angry at God. You're angry at your spouse. You're angry at your kids. You're angry at everybody in life. Adversity has come, and it reveals something. See, what adversity sometimes can do is show you something you were unwilling to see in any other condition. And God does it as a blessing so that you can deal with it. Because you've been hiding it. You've been hiding it. You've been putting lipstick on that pig for way too long. And God's saying it's time for a pig roast. It's time to get rid of that, right? And some people, you see on this tube, you squeeze it. This is toothpaste. Because some people are going around trying to clean everybody else's mess up without cleaning their own up. And then you get this last tube. And I'm glad when I bought it that it was a little bit smaller. Because you squeeze on this one, and I'm smart enough not to put this in my mouth, because this is hemorrhoid cream. And this is to remind us that some of us can be a pain in the rear end when adversity comes. Come on, if you're married, you can say amen. Right? Because sometimes adversity reveals where we're at. And this is the hope of God. Like it was with this particular gentleman, because sometimes we're left with a choice. Sometimes we can, in difficulties, run to God, which is what his heart is, or we can run from God. It's always our choice.